Lately, I've been contemplating music, dance, movement, and freedom, and the many ways the body communicates before words. Music is one of the oldest forms of human communication. Before explanation, before translation, before agreement, before record keeping, there was rhythm. Across cultures and languages, music transcends the barriers human beings create. We do not need to understand the language in which a song is sung for our bodies and minds to respond. Something deeper is listening. Recently, I found myself dancing more while working, while on my walks, sometimes for no reason at all except that the music moved me. There was even a dance step I had struggled to master before. One day, it simply arrived. Not because I forced it, not because I worked harder. Perhaps because something in me was finally ready. This led me to reflect on the body's innate capacity to communicate, heal, and sustain wellness through rhythm, movement, and expression. It also reminded me of the body's capacity to reconnect with aspects of ourselves that exist outside of conscious awareness. Not lost necessarily, simply beyond our current reach. Some things are forgotten. Some things are neglected. Some things are intentionally set aside. Some things were never fully developed. Yet, they remain part of us. Music and dance may provide an entry point back into a relationship with those parts of ourselves. Not by force, not through analysis, but through participation. In trauma-informed body work, I often remind people that we do not need to know exactly what is released during a session. We do not need to understand every shift as it occurs. We simply need an entry point into the nervous system. The nervous system and the inner healer often know where attention is needed. Our job is to create the conditions and stay out of the way. Music and movement can do the same. Whether in a therapeutic setting, a community gathering, a living room, a kitchen, or in front of a bathroom mirror, rhythm softens resistance and invites participation. Sometimes the body remembers before the mind understands. Sometimes the shift occurs quietly. And sometimes all we know is that we feel different. We feel lighter, steadier, more connected, more alive. Perhaps that is enough. Nothing living remains healthy by becoming static. Life moves, breath moves, music moves, the body moves. Healing itself is a movement towards balance, not a rigid balance, a living balance, a balance between flux and steadiness. When we become rigid, fixed, and unable to adapt, suffering often increases. When we remain responsive, flexible, and capable of movement, the system can continue finding its way back toward balance, even when we temporarily fall out of equilibrium. Freedom has a sound. Music and dance are one way the body reconnects to it. If this resonates with you, you can find more reflections and podcast conversations at silentmedicine.com/start-here. And if you're interested in exploring these ideas in community with others, you are also welcome to visit the Silent Medicine community page at silentmedicine.com/community and join the waitlist if the space feels aligned. Wherever you are on your journey, may you continue finding your way back to rhythm, movement, balance, and the quiet wisdom within.